Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today we are planning out the week of March 11th through the 17th in my Caress Press inserts in my Aura style planner using this Caress Press mystery kit called Goth Doll. I thought this was the perfect kit to use this week because it is the week of St. Patrick's Day and I'm not I don't love holidays, but it does have a box that says Unlucky Charms, and I was also going to see Fall Out Boy this work, so I just thought the whole emo goth punk vibe fit very well, so I decided to combine the two ideas. And I'm going to go ahead and pair it with some of the punk foil bundles from Scribble Prints Co. I have my old freebie from Planner Pixie Co. I do still PR for Planner Pixie Co., but if you shop with her and use Rosey15, you'll get a different freebie currently. And then I also have some foil from Planner Choco that is St. Patrick's Day themed to kind of merge the two together. And I have to say, this spread is definitely, so far, my favorite spread of the year. Spoiler alert. Okay, so confession time. I recorded this voiceover, and allegedly the entire thing recorded. But the weird thing is, there was no interruption in the audio file. It never paused or anything. But there was only 17 minutes of audio, but this video is 23 minutes long, so I don't know exactly what the deal was or what happened, but alas, we're gonna redo it. A few things before we go ahead and get into this plan with me. Lucy and Olivia are living their best life, so if you hear them playing, I apologize. Second, I just have not been in the best headspace to film this plan with me, and I really want to do this plan with me justice because not only is it my favorite spread aesthetically this year so far, it's also been the best week of my year so far, and so I haven't wanted to just rain on my own parade, so to speak. In real life, not only have I been kind of feeling things within the community like I expressed on Instagram the other day, but my jaw and teeth have been so bad that I couldn't even eat oatmeal the other day. So just giving you some little updates. We'll talk about it more when we get to the real-time spreads. But yes, let's get into the big things that happened in this week. So this week, like I said, I did go and see Fall Out Boy, and the show was in Alabama, so I did have to drive to it. I went to this one with my mom, so when tickets went on sale and I went and looked at Alabama, it was already after I bought some tickets in some other states for different dates of the tour, and I decided to go to Alabama last second because there was a single front row seat open, and I was like, I'll go alone. I just feel like I need to go to the Alabama show. I just don't know why. I just feel like I need to go. And my mom was like, I don't want you to go alone. I want to go with you. And I was like, well, the thing is I want to sit front row, and there's only one seat, but we'll get you second row and we'll just be close enough. It's fine. And I am so glad I went to this show. So I guess spoiler alert, in case any of you care, for the tour that is now over. But my seat was basically right in front of Pete Wentz's mic stand. And during the show, Pete, Andy, and Joe leave the stage and leave Patrick, the lead singer, on alone. And when Pete leaves the stage, he's wearing this t-shirt that has a recycling symbol with this their current logo, which is a smiley kind of yin yang face, inspired face, and he has it over this crochet top he wears at the end. Anyway, so he goes off stage and he takes off his t-shirt, and then he puts on a hoodie to hide the crochet top because he does this little disappearing act thing. Well, Patrick's doing his whole melody thing. Well, when all the other members of the band come back out onto the stage, Pete Wentz hands me the shirt he had been wearing. And I mean, very intentionally handed it to me to make sure I got it. This wasn't he tossed it into the crowd and I happened to grab it. And I, to this day, cannot believe this has happened still. This shirt was labeled 8 out of 20. There was more than 20 dates on the tour. I do know people that got some at other dates, so I'm not sure how many he gave out or how he chose, like, who to give one to or whatever. I just know I feel extremely lucky that he personally gave me one. And it is printed on a shirt from Lost Days, which is one of Pete's favorite clothing companies. And let's just say they are definitely a luxury company. And when I looked at how much the potential cost of this shirt was, my jaw hit the floor, because he gave it to me, and I just could not get over it. I still can't. I see it every time when I walk into my closet, and I currently admittedly don't know what to do with the shirt. I would love to display it somehow, but there is a graphic on the front and the back. It was like a similar version to one they had sold on the tour that was from Pete's clothing brand, Clandestine Industries, but instead of having the little bat with the heart logo, it had Fall Out Boy's logo, and on the back, instead of Clandestine, it said Fall Out Boy. And of course, it was printed on Lost Days and not Comfort Colors, or I'm not sure what the Clandestine ones were printed on. But yeah, I just still can't believe it. So if any of you guys have display ideas that would work for a double-sided shirt, let me know, because I definitely want to display both sides of it. Yeah. It was just so good. And I also had caught one of Pete's guitar picks before that. So that was just a very big thing this week, and it still is. I love my boys. So that was just the start of Tour Dust, though. You'll hear more about Tour Dust as we go on. I did print their set list to put it in the sidebar that you'll see at the end, and I liked the set list. Young Volcanoes was not the song I would have chosen as the 8-ball song, but it's fine. And then to go along with my specialty shirt, Andrea from Scribble Prints Co. made me a special scribbler that is wearing the shirt to mark this momentous occasion, and I just had to. The other big thing that happened this week was I got to ride in a NASCAR, like a real NASCAR. This was part of my Christmas present from my parents, which was just really cool. I had no idea what it would feel like. I got to go to my local track, and it was really cool. The professional driver was a female. It was really funny because when we went around the track, you had the option to ride with a professional or drive the car yourself. And if you know me, I hate driving. There was no way I was going to drive one of those things myself. So the ride along was definitely the way I wanted to go, and it was so funny. She was passing all the rookies on the track like nobody's business. And I can't tell you the feeling that I felt going around the track. It's nothing, as a roller coaster enthusiast and stuff, it's nothing like I've ever felt before. It is borderline dizzying, and no, not just because you're going in a circle. It exhausted me, y'all. Like, I took a 4-hour nap afterwards. Like, I can't even imagine doing that I only did like 8 laps. I cannot imagine doing it for like 4 or 5 hours. Also, I felt so bad for him. There was this like man in line behind me, and he was like almost having a panic attack. And his wife was like, "You can do it. You don't even have to go anywhere in the car. You can just sit in the car." And I just felt so bad for him. But it was so funny because I would have gladly taken his place and gone again. It was just such a fun experience. And as a NASCAR fan, it definitely, I don't know, just watching it week to week, it gave me more relatability into their sport and what it feels like when they're racing, and I just really enjoyed it, and it wasn't something I was expecting to enjoy. Yeah. So here comes the point where I'm like, did I talk about that yet? Did I not talk about that yet? I don't know, because when you record a voiceover and then it deletes itself, or part of it's missing, or whatever happened with that one, which is really bizarre, but I was not about to listen to all the audio and still have 5 minutes missing and have to somehow awkwardly fix it. I don't remember what I've said and what I've not said. So if I start repeating myself like a crazy person, I'm sorry. That's just kind of how it goes. But yeah, I still just look at this week and it makes me smile. I ended up putting the quote that's on the back of the shirt on the bottom washi for this spread. So it says birth, suffering, fallout boy, death, rebirth. And then I picked a font that they were using for this kind of era they're in with Stardust. So I will link it down below if you like the font I choose for this, but you'll see it more towards the end. And this spread is just so pretty. Again, my choices with this, everything came together the way I wanted. The color blocking, I'm definitely getting more used to color blocking and more into it. It's like 50-50. It honestly kind of depends on the colors of the kit. If I think the colors of the kit are going to be really, really hard to work with and hard to match, I'd rather not color block. But like this spread, if they're going to be like fairly easy to match, I just think something about it looks so clean. And I don't know, I've come to love the color blocking, and I was so against it for so long. Like, who knew that I would be a convert? But I also am a person that just doesn't like change. I swear this plan with me is cursed. Amazon just came, and so I had to pause because Lucy lost her marbles. Yeah. So now back to regular scheduled programming. I don't even know what to say anymore. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I don't like change. I don't. I resist change. I need time to mentally prepare for change. Don't just spring it on me. I think as planner people, you all understand that and can probably relate to that a little bit. And so I'm just adapting to the whole color blocking thing. Again, not every week. I can't do it every week, especially because some spreads that I'm getting into just the colors would be too challenging. And of course, I just very quickly moved the box Amazon dropped off inside and just started continuing this voiceover because I am hellbent on finishing it. And Olivia is already on the box because she is such a typical cat. Such a typical kitty cat. Wow, this was probably where those 5 minutes cut out somewhere, because the last time when I told these stories, it was like I felt like I was rushed for time, and now I'm like, okay, base me, like let's pick it up. Yeah, I guess I could just like update you about my jaw really quick, real time. When you hear the story again in like a month, act surprised. No, but I don't know what's going on. The good side of my jaw, which is typically the left side, is the better side, has been spasming to the point where it hurts to chew. Almost when I bite down, it's like sore and like resists, like it doesn't want to. So I haven't been able to really eat like hard tangible foods. I've been eating mush or like liquids, rice, lots of beans, oatmeal. I could not eat oatmeal on Saturday even. That's how bad the pain was. And I'm just having a really, again, a hard time. Like, why is it getting worse and not better when I'm doing everything and more that they say? I'm massaging my jaw multiple times a day. I wear my night guards religiously. It's just frustrating. Today has been a better day, and it's almost 7 p.m., so I'm hoping that that's a sign that whatever this was is like we're over the hurdle and it's going to start improving. But it's just frustrating because I'm going to die on the hill that the oral surgeon did this to me in 2018. Anyways, moving into Monday, March 11th, the first thing I did was tidy up my house this day, just pick up things around, kind of straighten up. Mondays are usually my day to pick up from like the work week and stuff and get my life back in order. And then this day I redid my nails. I put on the green pair you're seeing here for St. Patrick's Day. And then I did some planning to finish up the week before, which was my Healthy Me version 2 spread, so that I could format the scripts and get those sent off. I believe Randy from Planner Pixie Co. was the one that foiled Healthy Me's scripts. And then this day I did my glutes and hamstrings workout, which I forgot to put in here, but I do end up putting it in. And then I did my laundry, and then I got McDonald's. Moving into Tuesday the 12th, I did my makeup, and then I went to work. And then this day at work, I got Starbucks. I'm not sure if work paid for it or if somebody had extra points or why I got it. I don't usually get Starbucks like on my own, so something like that must have happened. And then I did my chest, shoulders, and triceps workout. Then this night I had to pack because I was going to my parents' house so that my dad could watch my pets while we were gone, which ended up making no sense because my parents live an hour away from me, and then Mom and I had to drive an hour back past my house to get to Alabama and where we were going. So it would have made more, I don't know, the whole thing, like how we did this did not make a whole ton of sense, but alas, this was the way we were told to do it. And then my mom made my favorite ranch salad and rice, which her rice is what I'm having tonight real time, and I am so excited. And then Lucy sang this night. Lucy doesn't always sing. She barely has, I don't want to say she doesn't have the ability, because she's done it like 2 or 3 times, but it's very rare. So when she does it, I like to mark it because I think it's cute. Then Thursday the 13th, I marked driving to Birmingham, and then Mom and I stopped at a Buc-ee's for the first time. And I never had an excuse to buy the Buc-ee's icons from Scribble Prints Co., but you'll see it at the end because I had to. And then I did my makeup, and my mom and I went and got drinks at this bar. And then I used a little foiled clandestine bat from Plannahannah that she made me as a custom to mark Fall Out Boy, to mark the concert. And then I just used a musical note to mark getting Pete's guitar pick, which is never not exciting. I have a good little collection going. And then I used the foil box and a little scribbler, a custom scribbler from Andrea for Pete's t-shirt that he gave me, which I still can't get over how perfect that is. Here's a close-up of March 11th through the 13th, and I apologize for cracking my knuckle a second ago. I just couldn't help myself. It just felt like it needed it, and I just had to. This kit is so shiny and I love it. Moving into Thursday the 14th, the first thing that went up was my plan with me for the Wild Child spread, which I will link in the eye up above. When the scripts go in, keep an eye out because there is a typo on that one and I am not going to fix it. Then I just marked that I was still on cloud 9 from the Fall Out Boy concert and that we had to drive home. And then I just used a Plannahannah icon to mark that my dad was an angel and drove to drop Olivia and Lucy off at my house and pick Mom up so that I didn't have to drive an hour past my house to drop her off, pick my pets up, and drive an hour home, which I would have done, but it was just so nice he did that. It saved me a lot of time. Then I did some planning because I just had to plan the base for next week, and I think I did the beginning of this week. I don't really fully remember how I did that. And then I watched Vanderpump Rules, which I need to catch up on, and then Olivia slept in my bedroom that night. Moving into Friday the 15th, the first thing I put in was that it was payday, everybody's favorite day of the week, and then I slept in this day after the exhausting trip. I did my glutes and quads workout, and then I played a lot of Monopoly Go, which I have so abandoned recently. I'm definitely back to Disney Emoji Blitz, which has been my long-running, tried-and-true phone game, and then I've been playing a lot of Dreamlight Valley real time. Then this day I did laundry and probably unpacked after getting home, and then I watched The Program, which I think was on Netflix. It was a documentary. Or a docu-series rather. And then moving into Saturday the 16th, I did my back and biceps workout, and then I did my makeup before going to ride along in a NASCAR. Then I drove home and I took a 4-hour nap, which is still wild to me. I very rarely take naps that long, so it was clearly needed. And then I got McDonald's because I realized I hadn't had a Shamrock Shake yet this year, and there was no better time than then. I watched a Disney 100 documentary, and then I went to bed early. Moving into Sunday the 17th, it was St. Patrick's Day, so I used a leftover 4-leaf clover from the bottom washi from Planner Choco to mark that, because I didn't really have anything appropriate or that matched this green color besides this, so I feel like it was a good use of an item I probably would have just discarded otherwise. And then if you've been here since the fall, you'll know I've been having a battle with my heater. Well, this day my heater decided there was going to be no heat, and my fireplace also wouldn't work. So I actually had like no heat. And then I did my makeup and watched part of the Bristol race before work. Then I went to work, of course, had to get a little work in this week. And then when I got home, it was still nice enough out that I could walk Lucy. And then this night I started watching Below Deck, which I'm still currently like binging my way through. Here's a close-up of the 14th through the 17th of March. And here's that little scene that I've kind of hidden in a foldable on my sidebar, which I do have videos on how to do these extender box foldable hacks. If you're interested, I'll link it in the eye up above, along with how to make your own script video like I do here. And then I just pay shops to foil stuff for me. I've asked them if I can do this, by the way. I don't just do it and send them the files, just to throw it out there. Yeah, and then this font is one Fall Out Boy has been using throughout this era, so it looks very similar to one, so I thought it was too perfect to not use. Originally, I was going to do hollow scripts, but I thought the black would just pop so well against all the colors, and I'm really glad I went with black over hollow. I just think it balances everything everything out nicely. Wow, that was a tongue twister for me. And like I said, this has become probably my favorite spread this year. Definitely my favorite spread so far this year. And one of the best weeks of my year. It's been over a month and I just can't stop gushing about it. But that leads us to the end of this video and the final close-up. If you are struggling, just know you are not alone. My DMs are open for you on Instagram. It's RoseyPlans, like you see here. Just know that you are beautiful, you are gorgeous, you are worthy, you are loved, and you are not alone. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about any of the stickers I used or anything else, please leave a comment down below. Hit that red subscribe button if you haven't. I hope you all have a good day, afternoon, night, evening, wherever, whenever in the world you are watching this video. I appreciate you watching, friends. Bye!